Hello everybody, Rutherford here, welcome to another Dokkan battle video for you. So, we're gonna go and test out our boy LR Paikuhan. Do I want to link level him actually? Because he's not fully link level 10. The boy is getting there, I'm working on his links and everything, but I don't know, I guess I should. Just for the purpose of this video, just to get into full level 10 links and things like that. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, he's done. It was just a completely extensive link level session that I had to do, but all of his links automatically went to level 10 for some reason. I don't know. Actually, the thing that I feel like that's magic. That's just magic going on. Anyways, we're gonna test him out up against Vegeta's story, Red Zone Jiren, of course. Paikuhan might not look so good, but we'll see, because once we get to Jiren, we're gonna be on our seriousness form, and we're gonna have to go and test out how things are gonna work up against this guy, because it might be a little bit tricky depending, with the dodge canceling things that he has. It's just gonna be annoying. So this is bad. If you guys remember the first video that we did showcasing this guy, Paikuhan just does not like to dodge. He's allergic to being put on slot 1 because he can't dodge for dang nothing. So we might have to restart real quick if in any case it comes down to it. Or Paikuhan wants to impress us here. Do we have a better RNG day than yesterday? He's taking double digit. Okay, never mind. I actually thought that was going to be like danger zone, because whatever it is with Paikuhan, it's just gonna be danger. Let me actually put something like bright. I know it sounds weird, but like I'm in the dark right now. I don't want to turn on any lights because it's just too freaking dark. But I actually don't know. I guess this. Yeah, there you go. All right. So we're gonna be testing out our boy Paikuhan here. Actually, I'm gonna go into the dark again. There we go, we got the additional super attack there. I gotta keep in mind that my Paikuhan has at least 5 additional. I haven't given him any particular equipment yet. And I don't know, typically with 55% units, I don't like to give equipment, just because I want to save that equipment for whenever I get dupes of the character. Of course, I'm not gonna get dupes for this guy for a very long time, so we'll see. So this should be. That's okay. So that was the high chance of getting that additional super, right? High chance, yeah. And then the hidden potential system additional normal. So. All right, let's go and do this. Yeah, this team can be pretty dangerous. It can be pretty risky because there's not a lot of slot 1 characters in here. Of course, we got the boy Gohan, that after he goes into his standby, he can be a pretty good tank on slot 1 with his damage reduction. And with that, we can be able to just save us the addition of a slot 1 unit, but I feel like that is what this team is missing, just getting a slot 1 character. I tried this with Go Tanks on stream yesterday, and man, Go Tanks can, like, if he doesn't, it's a coin flip, right? So if you don't get lucky with that, he's not gonna be helpful, unfortunately. He's gonna take a lot of damage and he won't die. But Go Tanks can be still a pretty resourceful option, depending if the coin flip goes your way. Then there's also Gohan, a tech ECA Gohan. I don't feel like he's out of date still. Bringing him into this event, it can be pretty tricky because these guys can hit pretty freaking hard even from the very get-go. So you do have to be careful, just analyzing what kind of units are you going to bring into the table. So. Alright, so let's go. We're gonna go up against Ribi. Little Ribi. We don't have to stand by yet. So that's the problem, right? Like, if I do this, there's no orbs. Oh boy. how's our defense looking? Yeah, we're not looking so hot. we're not looking so insanely hot here. So this is not going to happen because we don't have any Kamehameha or fighters category allies attacking the same turn, so we're missing out on this. Yeah, I think we might be dead if we don't come through. So first of all, the orbs are just atrocious. Jesus. Now 18 key for Paikuhan, which means he's not gonna get the extra additional attack power. I feel like we're dead. I feel like this is just a death rotation. Okay. It's fine. Gohan's gonna take some damage. Okay. Paikuhan. Without your orbs, you're useless. And you know, it's interesting because Paikuhan, the physical one, he can randomly change key spheres of a certain type to physical, and I feel like he did do that. Well, he might have, but it's just more inside of the field of orbs that we were not able to capture all the orbs that we needed to collect for him. Thank goodness. Okay. It was the physical one. I thought it was for some reason the AGL one taking the super attack. I was like, oh my god, I didn't collect the orbs and he can't dodge. But we're fine, we're good. Okay. Just the key spheres are very worrying, so you need a lot of key spheres to make these guys work, right? So you need to make sure that Paikuhan gets to his 18 key, and it's easy because of the physical orb change that he can, well, rainbow key sphere change that he can do. But there's also Ribrianne making it a little bit tedious for us because she also randomly changes key spheres. So, well, she changes all key spheres, I believe. Alright, so we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna immediately jump into our good old serious fight. Do I have these active? Let me go ahead and put them. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we got our serious mode on. We went from laid back to like, let me start focusing on taking this man down. So we haven't gotten to the point that we're like in danger, or like the things are gonna go pretty bad for us. So Topo on the next fight, Topo that loves to lock. So there could be an instance that there's a rotation I really want to try to get, and it has to do mainly with this kind of rotation right now. So I might throw away Paikuhan on the next rotation. Depends on who they have on slot 1 actually. So Gogeta. Okay, I can't do that. Maybe I can put the serious mode Paikuhan on slot 1. Try to get away with that, because you can put him on slot 1. It's a very risky game because he's not a slot 1 character. He can get guard with his good old seriousness, 42 million. Let me check his good old serious mode on. The one thing that I kind of don't like is that, you know, he has all these chances of dodging and everything like that, but he doesn't get any additional. Like, you do have to depend on dupes for that. Like, after you go into your serious mode, you just have a chance of performing a critical hit, which is pretty high, 70% chance. And then, of course, another 70% chance but to dodge. So there's no additional built in on this character, which is... It isn't weird, but on 2025, not having that with a character that can do pretty high amount of damage, it's concerning. So, oh, Catapestra, okay. So we still have time. Catapestra can be pesky, depending on where our attacks are gonna lie, but... So this is possibly what I'm gonna do. Oh, well, active skill. get Mr. Serious Man out here. Then of course it's either that or I can just float off, because this is not a rotation that I can float off anybody. I can use the Ghost Usher and float off the character wherever I need to float him off. I could, yeah, let's do that. Because I want to test it out with my my Paikuhan. Yeah, so yeah, the rotation that I want to test out is having these two together and doing Gogeta's active skill, the the 10th anniversary Gogeta. I want to use his active skill, so that way, once we do, that is a massive support that he's going to be bringing up to the rotation, and then of course Paikuhan provides support with his the collection of key spheres that we got to do. And then of course with Gogeta doing his active, we're gonna have a better access to orbs because he's a rainbow orb changer, so we can get that opportunity there. 53 million. It could be a little bit higher if we had Gogeta on slot 3 and providing that extra support. But yeah, this is useful. Like if you pull dupes of the character, if you go on the tickets right and you get 2, like I've seen some people get, you can just use the extra copy and just give them additionals, right? Give them additionals, help them with dodge. I feel like that's going to be very helpful as well. So it all depends. It all depends on how you want to build a character. But again, it's not something easy, right? Summoning for this character, because it could be a bit tricky, right? So, all right, let's do. I'm gonna keep this guy on rotation, and we're gonna do this. A good old standby. So we can have another defensive option here, and if we do want to knock off maybe maybe Topo, because this is going to be a very early on standby. So if we want to knock off Topo with this, we can be able to get it done. But yeah, the main rotation I want to get, I want to try to get Gogeta. Okay, actually, okay, thank you. I want to try to get Gogeta with Paikuhan together. We did the active skill for the AGL Gogeta, then get Paikuhan support on, and we will have that double support from both of those guys, and we can see some big high attack stats if we're lucky collecting the rainbow key spheres that we need to collect. What I did yesterday, if you guys were not on the stream, you guys missed out on that. We got Paikuhan to a really high attack stat, close to perhaps 80 million, I believe it was, with my 55% copy not being at full level 10 links. So utilizing, like, seeing that was insane. Just getting him to 80 million like that was crazy. But I want to make sure that I can get to see that whenever we get to fight oh boy, maybe Topo or maybe Jiren. But I'm thinking that next rotation is gonna happen now. I'm gonna try to do that now. Topo's gonna lock. I don't know who is he gonna lock, but he's gonna lock, and we don't have the active skill anymore for Paikuhan. So I might have messed up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely getting this fight done, and we're gonna move on to Topo. So I'm hopeful that he doesn't lock anybody peculiar. I hope that he doesn't lock maybe. Actually, anybody getting locked in here is just a problem. If Gogeta gets locked, we can get away with it, because we can use Gogeta's active, or we can just transform into Gogeta because he's nullifying those effects. You like Paikuhan slot 1. That's not what I wanted, but sure. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. We shift gears now. And I think Paikuhan's not gonna have his unit super attack either way. Let's collect all the orbs that we need to collect. We need more rainbow keys here, so let's do this. Alright. We're not getting as many rainbow key spheres as I would have liked. I think the max we're gonna get is 3. Yeah. God dang it, that sucks. So, of course, if you get the max amount of rainbow key spheres with him, the better, because that way you're just gonna look a lot better this time around. Don't judge me for having Gogeta on slot 3. I could have put him on slot 1, but I can't, because the game decided up against me. He just decided to lock the one person that can't be locked on slot 1. So, 32 million. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty high attack stat. We're gonna see my boy Paikuhan now. And he's not gonna toss like 80 million, I think. Depends on the links, because now we got the full level 10 links. He could get pretty high with links. Yeah, 87. Okay. And that was only with 3 rainbow key spheres. So imagine if we could have collected maybe 3. Maybe all the 5 rainbow key spheres that we needed. He could have been a lot better. He could have gone to like maybe 95, maybe 95, 96 million, or maybe just a whole past 100 million. That's pretty high. That's pretty high there. So yeah, this was the main rotation that I was thinking about trying to get. Shouts to Drace. He let me know about this rotation because Truth did this on his showcase for Paikuhan whenever he was testing him out, but you know, private server showcases are a little bit too artificial, and I didn't want it to get a glimpse of that. I did want to see how good Paikuhan was prior to summoning and things like that, but I mean, right now he's looking very good. Okay, I think we're fine here. Oh, we got 2 turns with the standby. Well, might as well toss it, I guess. Nothing I can do. Okay, so I floated off Paikuhan on this one, but that's fine. Well, that means that we're gonna have a double, like triple Paikuhan rotation, which is not gonna be good. So this is another big kahuna here that may or may not help us out here. I'm gonna use the Ghost Usher just to see how far we can make it here, because we can definitely try to get this done. But I'm gonna use this just so that we can have a bit of a better shot at this, right? God dang it. That's the problem. People that needs a lot of key spheres. I'm just gonna do this. That doesn't give, unfortunately, the support though. I'm gonna do this, and then Gogeta's gonna give us the support here. It's fine. We'll have all of our links active here. 328k. We're able to collect a few amount of orbs there, not bad. We'll do this. We're gonna have a triple Paikuhan rotation, unfortunately. Oh good. It says Paikuhan did not give me enough orbs there. So 53 million there. Not bad. And that's it. So yeah, I might give him like a level 5 silver additional just to help him out with the additionals, but at this moment in time, like, you're only gonna get stuck with having him at 55%. So like, if you're stuck with him getting 55%, it's not the end of the world because he's still doing like really good amounts of damage, but the case being that you do want to get more additionals so you can take advantage of those high numbers that he's getting is something that you're not gonna see very often at 55%, unless you give him like equips and stuff like that, which I'm gonna do. I'm possibly gonna give him like a defensive equip on the bronze slot, and then give him like a level 5 additional or something like that. If I do have any level 5 additional on my equipment arsenal, we'll see. Alrighty, we got a big boy here. Actually, I'm running out of time for this video, so I need to hurry it up. I think we got this in the bag. Of course, I feel like we could have done a better job handling that Paikuhan active skill, and we could have gotten the Ghost Usher here instead of having it be done up against Topo, or very early on, maybe up against. Did we use it against Katapesra? If we did, that was a very bad choice. But I feel like we could have managed the active skill a bit better. This time around, we're gonna have a very awkward setup. Do keep in mind that Jiren just does not allow you to dodge whatsoever. So once we get into the status form here, where we have guard, but we would like to depend a little bit more on the dodge capabilities that he has, because it's just imperative for him to do that. He doesn't get anything else. If he were to get maybe some damage reduction there, like maybe some sort of damage reduction in anywhere, would have been helpful. But he is explicitly a character that won't work truly well on events like this, where dodge cancellation can be a thing that can damper the spirits of this guy. So maybe going to like, and that's something that I'm possibly gonna think about later on. If I'm gonna do the world tour, this is just gonna be its own individual video, right? So if I go ahead and think about maybe tossing out a video of me maybe using this team, maybe changing it up a little bit, up against maybe battle-hardened formidable foes, any particular stage, then we can have a better opportunity, right? Can you okay? Well, focus. Yeah, I'm focusing and I'm focusing multiple times. It's weird, but yeah, like it would be a bit better if he had a bit more extra defensive capabilities, because in this particular scenario he's not gonna look super crazy. There might be an instance where we just see a super attack coming in and we gotta take it, and again, this Jiren hits pretty freaking hard, so there's no way that we can live. We might live after super. After super, we might survive, but yeah, units like AGL Paikuhan here, like AGL Paikuhan won't do good. There's no option. I actually messed up my rotations here, so that was kind of bad. So, if in any case that does happen, let me do my outro. So, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about LR Paikuhan. We're just gonna finish them off. All right, let's see if we can get a better opportunity here. Okay, so god dang, look at the path. There's a path right there with 5 rainbow key spheres. Let me get that. Oh yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this guy. I feel that he's not horrible, but I feel like they could have made some exterior design choices that could have helped him out greatly. So that's my prerogative. But I feel like we're gonna do okay-ish here. How much are we taking? Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, like he can get smoked in here. I feel like him getting a bit more extra, not extra stats on defense, but more so to getting some extra defensive capabilities here would have been a bit better for him, because yeah, the dodge chance and the guard, they're not enough, especially on a fight where dodge cancellation can be a thing. So we're just gonna be stuck with the guard, and his defenses are not super high. We have to attack first in order for his defenses to look really good, and even then, I don't think that it's gonna be helpful on fights like those. So yeah, I'll try to maintain this unit just solely outside of red zones like those that dodge cancellation can be a thing. There's the Goku and Frieza fight that I can bring in this guy in that cancels dodge on one of those particular sections, and we can test that out because it's not super difficult in that fight, at least not anymore, I think. But we can test out how Paikuhan survives on those fights where we can't dodge at all. But yeah, like an extra defensive safety net would have been a little bit better. But strictly a character that can possibly work really, really well on the Battle Hard and Formidable Foes fights, and fights that do allow you to dodge, right? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about our boy LR Physical Paikuhan. I feel like he can look really good in certain circumstances. He was able to toss out like what, 87 million attack stats, which was crazy. So we'll take that. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.